Welcome back to another episode of Zarpado, a passion podcast.
Have some fun, buddy.
What's up with the music? Can you play something like super?
I mean,
Or
we
it's
can
better.
we can maybe keep it low, but I don't want to have it like overtake the audio.
Gotcha.
But yeah, all right, let's get one going. Welcome back to another episode of Zarpado,
Hell yeah,
a
man.
passion
Pleasure.
podcast. First time back in 2 years, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, good to be
For
here.
having you, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we're in your house, but our house for the time being. All right, so today I want to introduce one of my best friends here in Chile, my roommate, Chileno, artista chileno, one of my favorite artists here in the whole country. As you can see, we're sitting here in the studio. And so just to give, what I'm going to do, Nano, is I'm going to give a little introduction, and then we're going to pass it off to you and just go over some of the questions. But I think for starters, let's crack open one of our beers here, sponsored by our brothers. Not yet sponsored, but you know what? Good start.
You gotta support the homies.
Yeah, gotta support the homies. We like to always share on the show. It's coming up and sharing like some type of drink or mate, something like I told you about. And today we're going with the Loa beers, beautiful cans, packaged, everything.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, man. Let's do this. So, as I mentioned, this is Zarpado Podcast where we talk about passion. And, I mean, to put it lightly, I mean, I've always admired the art and the way that you kind of run your life. And that's what I'm really excited today to share with everybody how it is you do what you do. So, Nano, I'm going to give you the floor to introduce yourself, where you're from, and kind of what it is that you do in your eyes. So, you know what? Take it away, man.
Well, it's first things first. Thanks for the introduction.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And, well, my name is Fernando. I was born and raised in this city in Santiago, Chile. As far as I can remember, I've been drawing all my life. Pretty much super influenced by my family, mostly. The art runs in our genes, no doubt. And I could say that that's pretty much how everything started.
Yeah.
From the bottom, from the roots of it, from a piece of paper and pencil.
Yeah.
And from that point on, I couldn't describe exactly what I actually do, just because the many ways to travel and explore the world through drawing. That's the real like first door that I truly opened.
Yeah. So did it start with just drawing on paper, or because just to kind of let people know, would you say you're mainly a graffiti writer? Like that's your method of art, or is it like kind of span across anything?
I would say when it comes to paint walls, that was the very first approach that I had of taking the drawings out of my sketchbook.
Yeah.
And get a chance to see them like a little bit bigger and bigger, and then a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And then it's that excitement of learning how to reproduce something that started with your hand, with the size of your hand, and then get able to see it and reproduce it on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you say, and this is probably a question that I feel like a lot of people would have when they think about drawing, would you say what does the difference feel like from maybe sketching on a paper to doing a canvas to maybe doing a surfboard, then to doing something like, I mean, Nano's put up murals around this city that are just the size of freaking buildings, literally entire sides of buildings. And so what does the difference feel like? Like going from maybe, like you were saying, the scale changing from your hand to now we're talking about a freaking side of a building. Like what does that difference feel like?
It just feels like playing on a bigger stadium or a longer type of match, or just like everything gets bigger, when it comes to, especially when it comes to get the right dimensions or understanding of the space that you're going to paint.
Yeah.
That's the best part, no doubt. And I would say that's the most exciting part of seeing something grow.
Yeah.
Like XL, And yeah, I think that's the most exciting part.
Yeah. So what are some memorable projects that you've had that either formed you to where you are going and currently doing now, or were just ones that when you think back to them, we like to, there's like a segment on my show where we like to call them zarpado momentos.
Zarpado momentos.
Zarpado momentos. So,
dude.
like, what would be some zarpado momentos when you're talking about your journey through art? That, and feel free really to, I mean, we know you love to tell stories, so tell us some stories about, no, stories, no.
I would say zarpado momentos would be for sure when I went to California the first time, and I ended up painting that mural for Pasea, which was a big ass hotel, and it ended up being a project supported by Ruka, I could say. But the way I got it started was all because of me, and I could say I went maybe over some steps.
Yeah.
I took over some steps and just like got it done when you're not supposed to, because you gotta do some little tiny things first and then you show up and try to do something big. I was decided to, so I just showed up and make it happen.
Yeah.
So from not knowing where to stay, where to leave, or what to do, to actually lived in a 5-star hotel for 2 months and ended up painting a big ass mural.
So you were living like in the hotel that you were working on painting.
Yeah.
How did you even come to a connection like that? Like,
well, it was. Let me think about it. It was originally because when I got sponsored by Ruka here in Chile, which didn't mean a thing in the States.
Was it not a big like brand or international segment of Ruka at the time, or?
It was just more about protocol, the way they sponsored us here in Chile.
Gotcha.
So I tried to reach out to Costa Mesa and the people over there, and it was impossible.
Yeah.
So
sending a cold email from Chile, they're like, what the hell is this?
No, who the hell is this?
Yeah, exactly.
To try to do.
Yeah.
And it was worse when I showed up.
Yeah.
And an email would have been better.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Really was that?
Dude, it was terrible. And, well, anyways, I ended up showing up. Well, continue the story.
Yeah.
We did a launch party of Ruka here in Chile.
Mm-hmm.
And some guy came down from the States, which was the CEO. And we got along. He sent me a picture of myself posing right next to a piece through email. So when I got his email, then I started with the emails. And I went like, dude, I'm going through graphic design school and I need to do my, how do you say that, like practice or?
Like an internship.
Like an internship.
Practical, right, is what
an
it was.
internship, yeah. So I need to do my internship, so it would be great if I can go over there and spend a couple months. I have months ahead to plan everything and get the money to sustain myself there. I guess, I don't know, or maybe like, can I stay at your house?
Yeah.
That type of stuff.
Figuring it out as you're going.
Yeah. So he said, I can't remember if he said yes, but he said something like, we can figure it out.
Yeah.
And then never replied, ever. So the weirdest part was that when I showed up there, because I just took a plane and showed up literally at the headquarters.
To California.
Of like, I went like, knock on the door, be like, hey, what's up? I'm Fernando from Chile. You guys probably don't know me, but do you know where's the art department here? That type of thing. And they wouldn't let me in, at all. Like, it was just because I'm not gonna say any names or anything, but someone just when I showed up with all my work and everything, and asking for an internship, he just like walked me out, like put a hand on my shoulder, and walked me out, and he told me, we don't take interns, and you're good. That's what he said. I remember that. He took a look at my artwork and he was like, you're just fine, man. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
And right after that, I took a walk around the place. Someone gave me a key that was gonna be able to work for a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started showing up.
Yeah.
As I worked there.
Like to Ruka.
Yeah, every
Someone
morning.
gave you a key to Ruka just to.
I still have it. It was an electric key.
So you got turned down for the internship, and someone was like, "Oh, here, by the way, is a key."
Yeah.
Actually, like that.
Which was, it was someone that's one of the very first workers.
Yeah.
Over there, and he spoke Spanish.
Gotcha.
So we got along. I told him my story because he saw my face. I was like devastated in the parking lot, and he saw me and he asked me like, what's wrong? And And I'm like, this is wrong, man.
¿Qué pasa, hermanito?
Yeah. Que, ay, amigo, la cara larga.
Yeah.
Eso me dijo.
La cara larga.
La cara larga, amigo, ¿qué va ahí?
The long face.
Yeah. And I was decided to just show up there with all personality I could gain and go every morning as I worked there. And they were so busy that when the same people that walked me out saw me back in there, they went like,
It's just a sigh.
just that, and like just let him be. All right.
Yeah, let him package some boxes or
no anything.
Yeah,
I was just sitting on a table drawing. No one would talk to me in weeks.
Really? So they weren't paying you or anything. It was just kind of you hanging out there.
No, dude, I was like illegally in there. If someone would ask me like, how did you got in here?
Yeah.
Ooh,
long story.
Trouble.
Yeah.
So I ended up going there, showing up there. There were two people that they were super kind to me. Mm-hmm. They were there with me since day one. Shout out to them. Shout out to Brophy and Kevin Ansel.
Yeah.
I was sick. And I ended up... So this CEO ended up showing up 2 weeks after.
The same guy that came down to Chile.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
And I was like, hey, man, what's up? He was so surprised to see me there. So he mentioned something about painting a mural in a hotel.
Yeah.
Which the hotel was from a friend of his or something. So it was like a direct connection. So he made that happen. But for sure, the artist network program wasn't happy because every single project goes through them. And this was pretty much like skipping their approval. And this guy just put a random Chilean kid on a hotel and pretty much whatever he told me was, make it happen.
Yeah.
That was it. Those were his words.
Yeah.
And I passed from being sleeping the past 3 nights outside Ruka.
Yeah.
in the park right next to it, which is a dead end.
This is in Costa Mesa, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So the street is a dead end, and there are many plants and stuff like over there at the end. So I just made my way, and that was my house for the past 3 days.
Like a little kid making a fort.
Yeah.
Making the dreams come true. I love it.
And then this guy showed up, and he dropped me in the hotel, and I made it happen.
Yeah. And so they kind of offered you, all right, so if you're going to be working here, painting the mural, you could stay here. And we've talked about the stories of the hotel. We don't need to get into that. But that's kind of the relationship it was, right?
Absolutely. I couldn't get paid because I was there on vacation or anything. So it was like, all right, I'll stay here for sure, and I'll paint the mural. Yeah. So little by little, people from Ruka were showing up. And by the end, when I finished the mural, then everything changed. They invited me over, and we went out and had lunch, and I had to meet everyone, and everyone was super stoked and super... I don't know, I felt the respect because they were like, you're brave, dude. Like,
yeah. Well, didn't you sign too?
I did, dude, but it faded away.
Gotcha. But wasn't that like a significant part? Like you were just like, made this amazing work of art, and you're like, you know what? Ruka.
Yes, I did, for sure.
Just putting their name on there while they're like, nah, like... kind of hesitant a little bit back, and that's the way to do it. It's like, hey, look, you see me here in the shop, you see me doing it, I'm serious about this, let me put your name on it, you get the glory. Yeah,
it was like, Ruka is either you like it or not.
Yeah.
Like, this happened through... And then I realized that the whole thing was... So I realized this years after, but the whole thing was... Something happened with the brand that they bought it, so they brought new people into the company, and one of these new guys was this person that got me in.
Yeah.
And made that deal with the hotel and everything. So by the time I showed up, this guy just showed up like months before.
Yeah.
And he wasn't very much appreciated, you know?
Yeah.
Because it was like the reformation of the brand or whatever.
Yeah.
So things were changing. Things were a little bit too hot, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like a random kid, didn't know anyone, and my only contact or name to mention was the most hated one.
Yeah, literally. That's not like
so
a perfect
now
recipe.
I understand, you know?
Yeah.
I got to understand that like years after.
Yeah.
Like this guy started working on some other company, and I kept my relationship with Ruka, so I kept going, and at some point someone told me, like, dude, what happened was this. And I'm like, oh. 3 years after.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy, man. That's such a good story. Like, just, I feel like people could really learn from that too, when it's like, if there's really something out there that you want, not only just go for it, but use the skills that you have to give yourself the best chance.
Yeah.
And I think something really important, like, for everybody to know about Nano as well is, like, you're a very passionate surfer too, right?
I think I was, man.
At the time, wasn't that like?
Oh, at the time, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and so explain kind of that connection between, like, surfing with your art and making it there to California. Like, that was kind of it. From my perspective, it feels like the way in was with your board, and then the way to stay was with your art. Would you agree?
I couldn't tell, just because specifically surfing in California is weird as fuck.
Yeah, the culture.
Culture is just weird as fuck, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they're super good. They got good waves. They got the right vibe in the water, but there are way too many people, and they're just like too. I don't know how to describe it. Like, maybe too many cameras around. That fucked them up.
Yeah, they get too much. Their heads are too big.
Yeah, and they're like so ready to be ready, you know.
Well, so tell a little bit about the gypsy and how you were like, you got your respect from surfing the waves that nobody else wanted to surf, and it was like, all right, this is kind of my way in a place like that with people who are just got these big, huge heads.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was always one of my favorite things too about your time in California, was like the story of the gypsy boy.
The gypsy boy. Well, I got that nickname because, as I was telling the story of the mural, I spent 3 years, I can't remember, it was 3 to 4 days maybe, outside Ruka. And there was a video in the surveillance cameras one night that it started raining.
Yeah.
So I just ran from the woods to actually Ruka.
Yeah.
And spend the night like below the entry, because there were some stairs and some like metal platform.
Yeah.
So I just went under it and spent the night there. And they got like warned because there was someone sleeping like there.
Yeah.
But it was me, so they checked on the cameras and I was just doing push-ups all night to keep myself warm.
They're just like, who the hell is that? And they're like, is that freaking Fernando?
Exactly,
Fernando doing push-ups underneath the...
I ran out like early in the morning back to my camp in the woods.
Yeah.
And everyone would be like, there was a guy sleeping here last night. I'd be like, no shit, what happened?
Really?
Like,
man, that's where you're probably like, man, he might need some blankets or something for the next night. Like, yeah, we should think about him.
Dude, bro, he was like, was that you, Gypsy Boy? I was like, how do you call me? Oh, Gypsy Boy. I'm like, oh, that's me, man.
That's great, man.
And I think that's how I got that nickname.
Yeah. So, and I mean, not only is that a very fitting name, like especially for like the time period that you're over there, but like also with kind of looking at your life, like you've traveled quite a bit, and whether it's been for art or it's been for surfing or for mountain biking or whatever, like you've gotten a good opportunity to travel. Is that correct?
That's true.
And what would you say, like, you learned about yourself, and this is kind of a deeper question, and so answer it kind of however what comes to mind, but like a big part of the podcast is talking about, you know, people who have worldviews and can share kind of what they've learned either about themselves or about other people, and especially following that passion around the world, like through surfing or through art. Like, what are some of the takeaways that you think that would be important when people think about you and who you are as a person when you're, you know, sharing those ideas?
You mean like about the impact that you can leave on people and like different places I've been?
Or what you've received, like whether that be through, you know, things that have happened to you traveling, or kind of what you said, like just pairing traveling with your passions. What is it that you've kind of learned about yourself?
I would say the main thing that always surprised me, and it was the biggest, most beautiful lesson ever, is that when you travel, you realize you're not alone in this world.
Yeah.
You'll realize that there's actually people in the other side of the world that they do feel and understand things with the same amount of passion, you could say, as you do. And seeing someone or meeting someone that got raised in a different cultural understandings or
ways of life.
Waves of life, yeah.
Yeah.
but sharing the same things, it's absolutely magic, because the guy will do the same thing that you're trying to do in a totally different way, but with the same point of view, with the same.
And it's like, how could you adopt that being from different parts of the world?
So that's the most amazing part of it, you know, of like seeing someone that will get there, you know, but by his own methods, by his own rhythm, by his own, I don't know, like style mostly.
Yeah.
And
style, man. It's crazy how much influence style has on individuals.
And seeing that, just being able to randomly, from the millions or thousands of millions of people that there are around the world, you go somewhere and you ended up meeting someone that you get along with based on your passions.
Yeah.
That's the best part, because that's when you gotta learn. That's when you gotta like observe and be super aware of how this guy is like actually getting his stuff done.
Yeah, for sure.
With a total different atmosphere and world.
Yeah. Is there anybody that comes to mind when you're like talking about that, like based off of your travels and stories? Like anybody specifically that you're like, man, like I never would have ever met this person had I not gone there, and then they just kind of showed me this.
Yeah, I would say mostly artists. I would say there is one. This happened in London in 2019. Doodles and Drips.
Doodles and Drips?
Yeah.
Is that the guy's name?
Character, dude. Yes. And that's his artist name.
Gotcha.
Like that guy would represent something new to me, you know?
Yeah.
He would look like a homeless. He would be the most generous person ever.
Yeah.
So you would ended up like feeling bad if someone just like buying you some drinks or beers or whatever.
Yeah, that looks like a
homeless man.
Yeah,
and you're like, you do good with your art.
Yeah.
He does great with his art, but you can't tell. So it was some sort of magician in the way he represented his life and lived his artist life, because he just loved the street, man. And in fact, the night that we spent a whole night like walking around through bars and painting and tagging and just having fun around the city, we ended up sleeping in the street.
Really?
Yeah, I had an Airbnb in Wembley, which was far away from where we were, and we just slept in the street. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna teach you the techniques," and I was like, "Is this guy homeless or not?" I can tell. He's been buying everything all night, and now we're going to it. He just loved it.
Yeah, he was just really about it. And so, what type of like art would he do? Was he like primarily graffiti? Or?
No, illustrations.
Okay.
No, I was the one tagging and doing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I don't know. There are many others to mention. Like, I would say one of the most amazing artists that I've ever met, Shocks, dude. Shocks is a graffiti writer from the States, and just like seeing him getting everything well built without projectors, without anything, dude. Even the way he sketches out everything is like impressive, man.
Really?
So meeting him and the rest of my crew for sure was getting a closer look of what graffiti was actually made of, because we as Chileans, like living here in the other side of the world, we get that information, but in that distance, that information is going to change a little bit, and for sure the way we get it, we were going to change it.
Yeah.
So everything is what it's supposed to be, but in a Chilean way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
back
for
to
me,
that style.
exactly.
Adding some of that Chilena style. Tila Chilena.
So for me, showing up there, meeting those guys, were like, oh, the roots are real. Like,
Yeah.
this is actually true in every single aspect.
That's sick. Yeah, and kind of being able to mix like that, bringing it from the style from here to over there, and meeting people that like you're saying, coming from completely different backgrounds, but have kind of the same view on how we should do our craft.
And that's another beautiful aspect when it comes to mostly like the hip hop scene and the graffiti scene, is that it doesn't matter where you come from.
Yeah.
As long as you have something good or something interesting to put on the table, you're good. I mean, you can't paint like shit for sure.
For sure. Yeah, that's a part of it, but
that's the first cut.
Yeah, exactly. But once you make it past that, it's not just like gonna be handed to you, you know?
Yeah, it's something that that's why I why I truly like respect skate. Mostly because of the culture of the scene, because of that, because you can be whatever the fuck and just show up with something special, anything that you could have. It could be a smile, it could be like being fast at like throwing jokes. It doesn't matter, but if you show up with your stuff like confident enough, you can go anywhere. No one's gonna say shit to you.
That's very true, man.
And that happens with graffiti. That happens with, for some reason, with every single thing that I like that is developed in the street.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. That was a thing that meant a lot to you, revolving around what you loved. And so it makes sense that the different things that you did, you had to overcome moments where it was like, all right, now it's time to kind of show the skin that I'm wearing and that I belong here, you know? And so I think that's a good question. Like, what advice would you have for somebody that like knows that they got it, but might be lacking that I believe in myself to actually go out and get it? Like, because that's something that's very you, is like, you know what you were put here to do and you're gonna do it, you know? But not everybody's like that. So what would you say to somebody that like knows they got it but doesn't know that they got it in that way, you know what I'm saying? Or doesn't believe that they got it?
Exactly. Well, I was gonna say, first thing first, believe in yourself. No doubt. But for example, it's like acknowledging that you have something powerful in between your hands or inside of you. I would say that's the first part of like, when you do respect what you got. For example, for many people, it'll be like, oh, this kid is good at drawing, you know, that's adorable. What are you gonna do when you grow up? You're going to architecture school? Which is like the main logical thing. It's like, no, I'm gonna be an artist. It's like, why?
Why would you do that to yourself?
Do that? Exactly. Like, no, don't go that far. Don't go that far. Like, keep drawing, but based on money. So once you find that you have something like very powerful and valuable, believe in it. And after that, just take that jump. Wherever you want to take it, then do it. If you feel or believe that something's happening in some other part of the world, that they could need you at some point, then try it. Maybe that's not gonna be the end of the road. You're gonna meet someone in between, and you're gonna end up doing something totally different. And with your talents, for sure. But that's the first step. Like, just believe in yourself and take that risk, take that jump. If you're hungry, if you don't have where to sleep, if you're like hustling and struggling and doing everything possible to just like emerge a little bit and like reach the surface, it's not gonna be that scary if you have that with you. You know, because that's the most powerful company. You're with something that's truly inside of you. Like no one could ever take that from you.
And no one knows better about it than you. It's the shit that you're doing. And
as soon as you keep believing, that will help you to be more open to whatever that energy inside of you is making you feel about what you're creating, where you're going, what you want to do. Specifically, like going after something. In this case of the story was that mural. I wanted a mural in California and I made it happen somehow.
Man.
It was terrible, man. The first 3 weeks was hell. I was staying at this Airbnb, paying the owners with a logo for the flower arrangement business. Everything was so random.
You could. So random. That's good.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Is like, don't be afraid of randomness, you know? You're gonna end up doing something different in between to get to your goal.
It's like they say, there's method to the madness. You know, like you're gonna be doing all this random side stuff that may feel like it's like, dude, this is not the path. But like you said, you might meet somebody along that other kind of branch that shows you the way.
Absolutely. And if you're scared, you're gonna be entirely closed to people like that showing up in your life. And that's pretty much what happened to me. I ended up living in this hotel, and thanks to that, I ended up meeting the best people ever. Not because I was the cool kid with a cool room. No. It was because I was by myself. So I would be going to this bar, and I wasn't I wasn't into like trying to talk to girls and start like having fun or whatever. I was
Yeah.
just like trying to live it.
Yeah.
So I would talk to the bar manager, first, and then like ask him like about the place, about like what's up with the store, what's up with this, what's up with that.
Yeah.
Like trying to figure it out, the whole place, more than being distracted on something else,
Mm-hmm.
I would talk to girls after.
Of course, yeah. That's a byproduct. It
I would.
Play gotta play, But I get what you're saying. Like, there was other reasons to be there, like, more than going out and having a good time. It was like, let me find out how to live in this environment and thrive.
Being super focused.
Yeah.
Like at the same time, I would buy like these tiny little canvases, and I would use all the spray cans that I was using for the mural to paint canvases, and then I would go to the. How was it called? So something fair. It was a fair that they do in Huntington Beach every Tuesday. Fair? No, but it's a smaller one. They run it every Tuesday on Main Street.
Probably some farmers market or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there were a couple of artists with their stands and like selling their stuff. So I would just show up in the most South American way ever with a blanket on the sidewalk. It's like putting my art. Dude, cops would be on me in seconds because
my God.
Everyone in the fair were mad because they paid for the spots, and then this random dude shows up with secret stuff that I have.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, just like a blanket with like 3 canvases. That was it.
Yeah.
And I had the technique of like pulling the blanket up in case of running.
Yeah.
So I had my exit door right next to the spot where I put my blanket.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
every time I would see the cops, I'd be like, back to that exit door and showed up in the other side of the street, so they never got me.
Yeah, the most South American way. I love it, dude.
Never sold shit.
Yeah. But you went out there. Maybe
I ended up selling them, but never sold shit.
Yeah. Still fun.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Just trying to get some paper, man.
Yeah, gotta do it. Find a way to do it, man.
So that would be my advice, man. Is like, just go for it. The world isn't that big.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that scary.
Yeah.
You can actually make it if you're like truly decided to and truly focused.
Yeah.
And being scared is a good thing.
Yeah.
Being uncomfortable.
Why is that?
Because that's when you get to know you.
Mm-hmm.
To know yourself in a proper way, in a truly transparent way. Because that's when you're pretty much doing everything based on your instinct.
Yeah.
It's something similar to being on survival mode, not in a drastic way for sure because being homeless in California is sick.
Yeah.
I mean, not sick, but it's super fun, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Especially when you get over that hump and you're
it's super warm, there's free
that?
food everywhere, man. It's chill.
Yeah. That's great, dude.
So.
Well, I mean, I think that's a lot could be taken from that, but I mean, just to kind of boil it down, it's all those things that we've been told for our whole lives from certain people, obviously not everybody, where people say go get a job, go get married, do these things, but sometimes you're gonna have those people in your life that are just gonna say like, you go out and find a way to make it happen. And so I guess my question is, who was kind of that person for you in your life?
No one, dude. I lie to everyone.
Really?
Yeah. No one ever. I mean,
was that because you were here, you think, in Chile? Because
it was just because it was maybe too much for people.
Yeah.
Whatever I want to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the way I was raised, or my parents raised me, they wouldn't let me to do something like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, they can't stop me either, but they wouldn't let me just because I didn't have a solid plan.
Yeah. Like
a solid structure, or a place to stay, or anything.
Yeah.
I didn't have shit, man.
That's because you were making it up.
I remember I had like $700 and I spent like $500 the first week. And I was like, damn, dude, food expensive here.
Yeah, literally.
I was like, oh boy. So I would say for sure my parents, because they've always been super supportive when it comes to art. Mm-hmm. As I told, it's on our genes in our family, so it's nothing new. It's not shocking for them to have a kid showing up at like 17 or 18 and saying, I'm gonna follow this path.
Yeah, I'm an artist.
But when it comes to how everything started, I just did it for myself and by myself. Not because I didn't have the support, just because I didn't needed any noise around me.
Yeah, you didn't know any other
I
way.
didn't need any opinions, any nothing. I knew what I wanted. I just went after it. So if you have someone giving you advice that you're not even asking for,
Yeah, it's not gonna stick.
it could like leave something in your head that when it comes to a bad time, a bad situation, as I was telling, that you gotta react through your instinct. That tiny little thing in your head is gonna make some noise. It's gonna make you doubt. It's gonna make you question things.
Yeah.
When there's sometimes that you don't need to question anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just see it by yourself, feel it, live it, and you don't need any questions, man. It's like everything is like right there in my eyes. Like
Yeah.
I'm really in a bad situation right now.
Yeah.
It's like no questions about that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
This is gonna be hard to get out, but not impossible.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
For sure, I had along the way many people, many mentors or people that
Yeah.
inspired me, no doubt.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a personal mission, that's all you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you knew, you saw, you visualized, you saw what it is that you wanted to achieve. And it was like, all right, what's next? Go to California? Cool. Like, that's where we're going. And now you're back here. And I love that throughout all of Nano's travels and everything that he's done, it's just like, we live here, we're always, hanging out on the balcony, having a beer. It just entered into summer here, so it's just, can't get any nicer here in the city right now. And that's what we just always talk about how it's like, man, this is where I want to be, man. This is where I need to be. And so what does that feel like throughout your journey as becoming an artist, somebody that you support yourself off of all of this? I mean, look at this. This one hasn't gone out yet, and this one's coming up pretty soon. And the chairs we're sitting on, too, Take a look at them.
First reveal on the podcast, Zapalo Podcast.
Zapalo Podcast. Yeah, this one's coming out hot.
Yeah, a friend of mine designed these chairs, Anca Taller.
Yeah. I mean, they're great. I saw them. I was like, dude, we need to sit on these chairs for the podcast,
We put this on a show and someone wanted to buy it and I didn't want to sell it, so
Yeah,
I ended up buying myself.
It wasn't the time
Like,
yet.
I just bought my own piece. It was like, no, you're not selling that one. I'm keeping it.
That's too funny, man. And so how long have you been really living off of this art?
So, let's say, I've been drawing my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I started selling my art as a product when I was, let's say, 15 or 16.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys used Messenger, like that thing
Like
on the
Facebook
computer.
Messenger, or-
No, it's like the old school Messenger, dude.
I don't think so, man. That
It's
might have
like,
been
nah,
before my
you're too
time.
young,
Yeah,
brother,
I'm
too young.
I'm too young. He's
And
years
I don't
older
know
than me.
if people in the States use this, but it was like this app, you could say.
Yeah.
Like very old.
Like an IM.
when, like, dude, I'm talking about like Windows 98. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
Not 98, XP.
Windows
Windows XP.
Windows XP,
Yeah.
Windows Vista, something like that.
And so you could get into this Messenger app and you would add people's emails.
Mhm.
If they accepted you are able to talk to them. So let's say I had like 40 contacts on my Messenger list. So every time you get in, it shows up to everyone like this guy got online.
Yeah.
So you were able to put a nickname right next to your user name or whatever.
Yeah.
So my nickname would be, I paint rooms for money, ask your mom and we'll figure it out.
Just a long ass nickname.
Yeah, that was my promotional, 100%. And then someone would come up to me like, dude, you serious? I'm like, I'm dead serious. Did you talk to your mom? She's like, she's down. Like, how much for it? And I was like, $100.
Yeah.
They would be like, give me a second.
Yeah.
I'm like,
waiting there by the IM.
let's go.
Did they have like dots that would
Let's
come
go.
up?
Yeah,
when you type in?
yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
I'd be like,
you
let's
go up,
go.
back down.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Yeah, man, she's down. Come over.
Yeah.
And that's how it started. And the best part is, most of them,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still in contact with them. Either the guy who I painted the room, or the parents, or the whole family.
Yeah.
And nowadays, they are pretty much the people that they buy the canvases for. From.
Really?
Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
started
like-
by like what, painting rooms solid colors?
No,
or-
it was like more like a cartoon,
Gotcha.
black and white type of art.
Gotcha.
But I had the worst markers, so I would show up to the house with like a box, that same box, that one,
Yeah.
with 100 markers inside, because I would do like 4 lines and they would get dry. So I would just like change it,
Boom.
change it, change it, and then I discovered like Poscas and all that. But this was back in the day, so that was the first time when I started getting paid for that. And then this very close friend of mine, Nicolas Sudil, he introduced me to the whole like working world of working for photos. And I did a marketing guerrilla campaign for School Candy, which pretty much meant that I had to like put the skull on a stencil everywhere.
Yeah.
And I did it. And they paid me on 1,000 headphones.
Really?
Yeah. So I've been working all my life, I would say, based on this.
Yeah.
When I was going through school, I was still like designing, how do you call vitrinas? La vitrina de una tienda.
Vitrina, I know.
Like the glass in front of the store where they show the products and everything.
Oh yeah, like in the window, like the stuff in the windows.
The stuff in the window in stores.
Yeah.
I would do that for these issues in 4 different stores around the city. So I would design all the like front window.
And then do like little designs.
Little characters there, or like pick up the materials or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was one of my first legit jobs.
That's cool.
Yeah, and everything was pretty much based on brands. I gotta say. So after that, I started working with New York. We worked together for 2 to 3 years. That's how I met Little Couch by the first time.
Oh really?
And after New York was, that was it. And then like 2-3 years after, I got a call from Forus as well, asking me to represent this brand Ruka that I didn't knew at all.
Really? Had it not like arrived down here to Chile much, or
No,
was
at
it
all.
not popular? Okay, gotcha.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It was the very first approach of Ruka in this country.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'd say since I was like 16. So being able to see money with something that I drew.
Yeah.
It's a very exciting thing, man.
Yeah.
Not because of like money itself, just like with money I can make a living,
Yeah.
So one of the things that makes me the most like feel my soul feels like happy and feel, it's something that my homie Pex told me. And he said, create a life you can wake up to.
Yeah. You can't wait to wake up to?
There you go. You can't wait to wake up to.
Yeah.
And this is it.
And you can't wait to... No, and I'll tell you...
And I'm living it.
Living with this fool. It was like... Because me and Nana were homies. We met through the ex-girlfriend, the reason I got here. And, we're friends for years. But when a room opened up in the house, about 8-9 months ago, I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'll live with Nano. He's cool. We're buddies and everything. But I didn't know how, like, dedicated to this art thing you were. Because it's like, I wake up early. I get my day started. But Nano, like, I'd get up in the morning and I come out and he's sitting there just, like, hunched up like this, holding a little canvas, like, painting something. It's like, bro, it's 6:30 in the morning. He's like, dude, I dreamt about this. I dreamt about this and I need to put it out there. And so we talk about all the time, like, the importance of having that energy around you, like wanting to make yourself better, hone in on your craft and really just let that passion flow through you, And
that was my dad, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, he told me that. I remember when I turned 18, I was able to go to school, and that meant that I could pick anything, man. Oh no! Wait a second. My grades were shit as fuck. So, I couldn't pick anything, man. No.
Yeah.
Only a few things, man.
Yeah.
Only a few things.
Yeah.
But things that I like.
Like color.
The things that I like, though.
Yeah, gotcha.
So I remember I told him, because I was trying to get into design school, graphic design school, this certain school, but my grades weren't enough.
Yeah.
So I was able to get into art school, and through there I can switch careers, like start taking other, or like mixing them, So I remember when I told my dad that I was trying to get into art school, he was very clear about it. He went like, I have no problem with it at all. But do you realize that you have to work like way more? And I'm like, way more, like how much more?
Yeah.
Like what
How
do
much
you
we
mean?
talking?
Yeah, how much we talking? Like this or this?
Yeah.
Because if it's this, it's debatable, you know. I might go to like law school. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he told me that, and he was like, "No, that's serious. You're gonna be working twice as all your friends are gonna be working."
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Forever." I'm
Yeah.
like, is it really working then? So
Yeah.
just the fact that I questioned that, my dad went like, "You're gonna be good."
Yeah.
Like if you don't understand that
yeah.
what you're doing is actually working, that you for years just painting and you're doing your stuff and you have so much fun with it, that you don't even realize that you're working, it's like you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So that's why I wake up early every morning, because I can't wait to wake up to this life.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Like, amen to that.
It's gotta be going and going and going.
That, Cheers to
Hell
that.
yeah.
That's what, you know, you hope you can be around people that share that view, and you pray that you get to have it for yourself, you know, and the fact that you're able to, you know, do those both things and be excited for this life we live, man, because there's a lot of exciting stuff. And so I think there's just a couple of questions I want to, you know, wrap up with. But the first is like giving you an opportunity really to kind of take a look at the things that you've done, the people that you've met.
I forget about them, man.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I mean, it's been a long thing, but they're in there, you know.
Oh, for sure.
They're all in there. But what does it mean to you to be able to do this, have this life that you can't wait to wake up to? You know, painting, sharing your thoughts from your head. What does it mean to you?
For me, it was a mission that I was very focused on just pretty much spending my whole life until I reach the point where I'm satisfied, which is never gonna happen. It just makes it way more fun.
Yeah.
But it all came when I was young. I was 15 and I lost my sister in a bus accident, and I got a really close feeling of how fast life is.
Yeah.
How can everything can change in a second, and it could happen to you, it could happen to me or anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, more than losing her or feeling or living with that, somehow I saw the light immediately.
Yeah.
I saw a very pure and clean and beautiful purpose right there, which was based on do something that matters.
Yeah.
Do something that stays. Do something that will leave something on people, you know, that will be connected to people, will meant something to someone.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it was that. I fell in love with graffiti and all the murals and designers and illustrators and everything around it. So it was pretty clear.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do now makes me so happy, because it's feeling that dream, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm still following the same path.
Yeah.
Like a goddamn arrow, you know, like just traveling through dimensions and space.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes me feel the most happy ever.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well,
Do something that stays, man.
Yeah.
Going somewhere else and seeing your mural still there, or it's either graffiti or it's either a tag or a sticker, but there is a mark. You know?
Yeah. You leaving your mark on the world.
Yeah, hate it or love it, still a game, still pain. Don't get mad. Don't get mad.
Hell yeah. Well, you know, I always like to.
Was that a right answer?
Dude, that was perfect. That could not have been any better.
I think I kind of lose myself while I was talking, because of like so many emotions and stuff, and I'm like, whoa, don't get too.
Yeah. Keep in mind, this is a native Spanish speaker too, but another reason that it works so good is because this guy speaks just freaking like.
No, hell no. Sometimes I made up words or some stuff.
Yeah.
And I just go with it.
Yeah,
but just like I said them, I'm like.
Yeah. No pasa nada. Yeah, seguimos. Yeah. No, but bro, I mean, this has been just so great, and I feel like so much wisdom. I mean, it's already flown by almost an hour, and I like to just finish things with, like, if you were to, sum up what you do, what you bring to the world in, a couple of sentences, what is it that you'd like to leave, with everybody listening here?
To live in this world.
Yeah, like, what is it, like, that you want yourself to represent? If you were to just leave a couple, like, whether that be advice, whether that be, beliefs, because we've already kind of gone down that route about advice for others, like, trying to find themselves in it. But, like, just taking yourself and everything that you've come to accomplish and what it could be about what might be next, or, the way that you feel about where you're at, like, what would you leave these people with after this conversation here?
I would say be humble and wise.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. Follow your instinct. Your guts are right.
Yeah.
When you feel the right decision, just go for it.
Yeah.
And also, let me see, it's hard, man. So many
things that can be said.
So many things that can be said.
Yeah.
So, I had one, but I lost it.
Yeah. As you do.
Don't smoke spliffs, kids.
As you do.
I'm just kidding. I would say, just be kind, man.
Mm-hmm.
Be kind, be real, be yourself. Learn how to wear your skin, and that's gonna take you places.
Yeah.
Like, if you keep your passion as an arrow, as I said, that's gonna bring you, for sure, positive things. That's gonna put you in the right path. That's gonna give you the right tests that you're going to be taking in life, because you're going to be ready for them, because you're in the path that you choose.
Mm-hmm.
You chose to be there. So, yeah, that's a hard question.
It is.
That's like
It's
a lot of
definitely.
responsibility.
Yeah. But you know what, dude, I think from our conversation and what you summed up right there, I mean, that it couldn't have been more perfect for representing who you are and what you want to leave on the world. So, I mean, I think with that was Zarpado.
That was Zarpado podcast?
Zarpado podcast, man. And
that was fast, dude.
Yeah, it went by quick. But you know what? I'm gonna link Nano's art so you guys can see some of the projects. We'll put some things on there. We're gonna be on YouTube and Spotify, and you know what? Thank you, man.
New things coming up.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Every day, non-stop.
Lamolisha worldwide.
There you got it. Boom.
Boom.
We out.
Hell yeah, brother. That was sick, huh?
You liked it?
That was amazing.